Now, Twitter war between Ajay Devgan and Kichcha Sudeep may have sparked a fresh row over the national language debate, but when it comes to cinema, there seems to be no language barrier or a north-south divide at all. In fact, Bollywood and southern cinema both have been working in sync with one another, so much so that in recent times, one has only seen the remake trend taking over this Indian cinema entirely. Let's take a quick look at this special report by Dipali Patel.
A country which was once mostly rocked by A-listers and superstar of superstars from Hindi film industry. This major shift in the taste of the audience, perhaps, has even got makers to work in sync with each other. So much so that one often sees remakes in both Bollywood as well as southern cinema. Ajay Devgan, who got into a tweet war with Kannada star Kichcha Sudeep over his comments on national language himself, is set to star opposite Tabu in the Hindi remake of Tamil hit Kaithi. It has been renamed as Bhola, and in fact the makers have also started shooting for the film. Ajay will once again share screen space with Tabu in Drishyam 2, the sequel to 2015's critically acclaimed action thriller Drishyam, which was the remake of a Malayalam film of the same name starring superstar Mohanlal. Apart from featuring in Bhola and Drishyam 2, Ajay Devgan will be producing the Hindi remake of Telugu hit Nadi, a crime courtroom drama starring Alari Naresh and Varalakshmi Sarath Kumar in pivotal roles. In fact, not just Nadi, Devgan also holds the right of the Hindi remake Broche Varada Varuda, a crime comedy about three misfit friends. The Hindi remake will reportedly star Karan Deol and Abhay Deol in the lead. Interestingly, Ajay Devgan's blockbuster film Singham was a remake of a Tamil film of the same name. Seeing the success of this cop drama, the makers came up with its second installment, Singham Returns, in 2014, which was an original piece of work. Similarly, Bollywood's most bankable actor Akshay Kumar, an old khiladi in the remake trend, has a long list of films, including Hera Fairy, Rowdy Rathore, Lakshmi, Bhool Bhulaiya, Holiday. He has once again resorted to the age-old formula of remaking commercial southern films with a Hindi twist. Yes, Akshay Kumar will soon be seen sharing screen space with Rakul Preet Singh in the Hindi remake of the Tamil film Ratsasan. Just like Akshay, superstar Salman Khan has also been featuring in remakes. Case in point, Judwa, Tere Naam, Wanted, Ready, Bodyguard. Like Salman, Akshay and Ajay Devgan, even Amir Khan found success in Gajni, which was inspired by a Tamil film of the same name. What's more, Shahid Kapoor is also one of the actors in Hindi cinema who featured in Kabir Singh, which was a remake of Telugu film Arjun Reddy, starring Vijay Devarkonda and Shalini Pandey in lead roles. After its success, the actor appeared in the Hindi remake of Jersey, for which he stepped into the shoes of superstar Nani. While he did manage to deliver a brilliant performance, but this fitting remake could not strike gold at the box office. Pritik Roshan has also joined the bandwagon and will return to the big screen in a never-seen-before avatar in Vikram Vedha, the Hindi remake of 2017 film of the same name. Kartik Aaryan, Kriti Sanon and Manisha Koirala will be seen in Shehzada, which is the Hindi remake of Allu Arjun's super-hit Telugu film Alla Vaikantapuramalu. Rajkumar Rao and Sanya Malhotra will be featuring in the Hindi remake of Telugu film titled Hit. Mrinal Thakur, on the other hand, will feature alongside Aditya Roy Kapoor in the Hindi remake of the Tamil hit Thadam. Reports also suggest that Siddharth Malhotra is all set to star in the Hindi remake of Allu Arjun's Telugu hit Duvara Jagannatham.
Pappullo vainche DJ kadra. Pagilipoyala vainche DJ ne.
While Telugu romantic action film RX100 was remade in Hindi as Tarap,
जो हूँ तुम्हारे सामने ही हूँ। क्यों तोड़ा बे गुठली को? खुरक थी, मिटा ली।
It starred Sunil Shetty's son Ahan Shetty and Tara Sutaria in lead roles.
But not impossible.
मुंह नहीं खोलोगे तो पता कैसे चलेगा?
That's not all. Producer Boni Kapoor has acquired rights of 3 films including Mammootty's Malayalam hit One and Malayalam survival thriller Helen.
ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളോട് എത്രയെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പറയാം, എനിക്ക് അറിയില്ല അവിടെ എവിടെയാണെന്ന്.
and is also planning to remake the Tamil film Komali in Hindi with Arjun Kapoor. Filmmaker Neeraj Pandey followed suit and acquired the Hindi remake rights of the acclaimed Malayalam film Puthiyanyamam that featured Mammootty, Nayanthara and Roshan Mathew in lead roles.
എനിക്കൊരു ഡൗട്ട് നമ്മുടെ നമുക്ക് വല്ല ലൈനും ഉണ്ടോ?
Similarly, producer Ramesh Taurani has bought rights to 2010's Tamil action thriller Aranya Kandam.
ஒருங்கே கொண்ட பசுபதிங்கிற நரனோட நாவல காக்கைய வாகனமா கொண்ட சனி பகவான் அன்னைக்கு கால வேளையில வந்து அமருகின்ற காரணத்தினால அவன் சொல்லுவான்
Not just Bollywood, in fact, the remake trend is also popular in southern cinema. Case in point, Taapsee Pannu and Amitabh Bachchan's courtroom drama Pink was remade in Tamil.
किसको अच्छा लगता है सर? कोई इस तरीके से छुए जबरदस्ती.
And it featured Ajit Kumar in lead role. It was also later made in Telugu as Vakil Saab, starring Pawan Kalyan. 2014's Hindi blockbuster film Queen, starring Kangana Ranaut, was also remade in 4 southern languages, with Tamanna Bhatia, Kajal Agarwal, Parul Yadav and Manjima Mohan playing the lead role in each. The films were named Mahalakshmi, Paris Paris, Butterfly and Zam Zam. Similarly, Ayushmann Khurrana's Andhadhun was also remade in Telugu as Maestro and in Malayalam as Brahmam, while the Tamil remake Andagan is under production. So yes, with the pace at which films are being remade in both Bollywood as well as down south, the future of Indian cinema certainly seems bright.
All right, on that note, it's a wrap on this edition of In the Club. Thank you very much for watching.